Welcome all you Earth signs to your weekly energy update. And of course, this is for all my Taurians, my Virgos, my Capricorns, no matter where it is at in your chart. I'm going to be looking at the week of March 27th to April 3rd. And then I can't believe it's April already. But these readings are also timeless. So if you're coming across this reading outside of that time frame, I would still trust your intuition and watch the video because I'm sure there are messages for you. But for this week, if you are watching it, of course, April 1st, no foolin', Aries new moon is happening. So, wonderful fiery energy. And I did post yesterday on March 26th readings for each of the zodiac signs for that Aries new moon. So if you want to check those out, I'll have it linked at the end of the video here for that playlist. But for this week, we're going to check and look in here and see what the Creator wants you to know for the entire week. And we're going to start off with these Seeker Oracle cards. And just a side note, for any cards I use in this reading, I do list them all with links in the description box below if you were like me. And I have like over 100 Oracle decks and 20 plus tarot decks because I get inspired. I call them my spirit purchases because I confess it's spirit that wants me to purchase those. So for our Earth signs, what would you like them to know about this week, please? For our beautiful grounded Earth signs. Okay, they want this one right here. And you have trust in science. I love that beautiful card there. And we'll put that over here and let's see what information comes with this card. What kind of energies just to bring into this week. One more page here, if my fingers will work. So it says science can be defined as the methodical study of the nature and behavior of the universe and all that dwells within it by making an observation, forming a hypothesis, and then testing the hypothesis through investigation and experimentation. Scientists, just like the rest of us, are not perfect. However, when it becomes clear that a hypothesis and idea that explains a particular phenomenon or makes an educated guess is flawed, they're willing to accept that they have made an error and invest more time in further study. So a scientist accepts they do not know everything. They do not mind being proven wrong because it is the truth that matters. Facts matter. Scientists employ rigorous methods to find their answers. They do not offer an unsubstantiated opinion. At worst, they will offer an educated guess. They will admit when they do not know the answer. When they do offer a solution, it is often based on years of research, observation, investigation, and experimentation. They are experts at what they do, and their only goal is to expand our knowledge and improve our lives. The message of this card is simple. While it's wise to have a questioning mind, there are times when we need to heed the wisdom and advice of experts rather than those who claim knowledge outside of their field. You would not seek out a plumber to better understand how the human brain functions. You would seek out a neuroscientist. You would not seek out a chef for insight in how infectious diseases affect us. You would seek out an epidemiologist. All might be experts in their fields, but they are not experts in fields outside their area of study or practice. Be sure that you are obtaining your information from the most knowledgeable source. Trust in science. Science is magic explained. So I love that. And so really the message that I'm picking up for this is to be flexible in your beliefs this week. And if you do have questions and you are looking for answers, trust experts who have experienced a lot of things. And I kind of have this message in my head. It's like a doctor. they will give you the diagnosis, but you're the one that gets to make the prognosis. You're the one that gets to determine what it means and how much of it you accept, or if you're going to get a second opinion. But it is this nudge to trust the experts and don't think that you have to know everything because you haven't experienced everything in life, and to, step onto that. Also, Spirit's nudging me, saying they are the know-it-all because they are omniscient. They're all-knowing, the creator, the other side. They're outside of time and space. They have tons and tons of information. So when in doubt, trust Spirit too, because even amongst all this, I do see the third eye up here being really bright, like a bright sun up there. So definitely Spirit is a great source as well. Trust your intuition, not just your logical mind as well. We are, of course, going to dig in a little more here. This is the tarot of the magical forest. We're just going to see what else the Creator would like you to know about this. Trusting the experts, trusting the wise, the knowledgeable. So what else for our Earth signs this week, please? Okay, they do want these here. So you have the Knight of Cups. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Love these cute cards. You have the High Priestess. And you have the King of Swords. So this is quite perfect here because I'm going to start off with the last two that we looked over here, because the Knight of Swords, swords are our thoughts, our beliefs, our mindsets, our attitudes, our expectations. This would be the scientist. This would be the logical mind that it was talking about, that, you have this ability to, get too much in your mind. But the perfect thing is that it also, the king wields the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords gives you this beautiful ability to connect to the capital T truths of the higher world, and it allows you to cut through and cut away the small T truths of the human world. And so there is this working out of what you can trust. There's no shoulds, right? You can trust the small T truths of the human ego and our conditioning and of fear, and experience everything that comes from that. And we did come here to experience those. We're in a giant amusement park of fear rides. We didn't come here just to watch. We came here to experience. So that is okay. There's no wrong choice with that. But just knowing that there's another choice to connect to the higher truths, the capital T truths of the spirit realm, which brings in the High Priestess, because the High Priestess is able to look behind the veil, look under the surface, behind the scenes, and lets us know those capital T truths. She's the one that is able to connect to that realm, to connect to that place. And so I feel like, and in fact, I want to put these over here, that's kind of this message that was coming, is that you have the higher truths and you have the truths of the human realm that you can choose between. It's almost like the Two of Swords, where they usually have the swords crossed, and it's like you can choose from the human, and then they usually have a moon somehow with the other sword, and that means connecting to this higher realm. And to do that, it's just quieting your mind, taking some deep breaths, intentionally raising your vibration from one of the chaotic, fearful world to that of unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter. And when you can, like the High Priestess, steps away from all that chaos to get into the quiet, to connect to the higher realms and get that advice too, third eye. And then you have the two knights, which is pretty hilarious, because you have both a fast-moving, knight, which is the Knight of Cups. That's the emotional place, right? Which can represent kind of the High Priestess. They go into the emotional waters. That's how we connect to the higher realm. moon energy is all about. The moon impacts our emotions because we're mainly water, and water gets influenced by the moon. So this is the night. All the nights have the quest that they're after. And the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Chalices, is actually in a quest for this little cup. And that is the Holy Grail. That is the chalice. It's full of the unconditional love of the Creator of all things, the essence of the unconditional love of the Creator, those, like I said, living waters. And that is the quest. That is what you are, searching for, is to have that emotional fulfillment. And, on the same spectrum, you have the slower moving Knight of Pentacles. It's the slowest out of the three, because the other three are all about our emotions, our mind, and our drive and our passion, which all happens inside us. But the Pentacles are all about the outside world, and the outside world has its seasons of how things unfold. And so, again, this kind of fits in with this, the emotions and the upper, and the pentacles in the outside world. So there's this quest that's happening of both the outside and the internal, and there's like this balance going on. Very much this is your element here, the earth element, your earth signs. So you can ground yourself very well in the logical and the nature and the universe. And, like the scientists, it's all about the study of the makeup of the world, right? But there's a different side that they're wanting to bring. And then they want a few more cards, but they wanted to talk about that first, so we did, and there's two more. Any others? I feel like there's one more. No, none of those. Okay, two more. Yep, so they're going 2 by 2. And then you have the Magician. Yeah, so the Magician represents the magic it talked to you about, right? It talked about that it is science is the magic proven in a way. And here is the infinity symbol. This represents your infinite self. So this one will be up here, because this represents just that you have everything within you that you need, and that you have this strong ability. This is your infinite self, and they have a wand raised toward the heavens that brings down, like this chalice, this unconditional love, that energy that comes from the heavens. You bring that down, and he points at the ground, and he brings it down into the earth. And so there is this interesting balancing going on between your heart and your mind, between spirit and the physical world, the human experience that's just flooding out in here. Let's see what the opposite is here. Yeah, the Emperor. Which the Emperor can represent, the need to control and rule in the physical realm, because it's kind of represents society and represents the rules and the expectations. So you have this Magician who connects to the heavenly world, and the Emperor who rules over their physical world. So again, you have this duality that's happening here. Let's see what's over here too. So you have the 6 of Cups. So emotions again coming in, and the Strength card. Okay, so this makes total sense now. I see where they were headed. I kind of had an inkling that this is where they were headed, but now they've totally confirmed it with this card. So the 6 of Cups is emotions, but it's about nostalgia. It's about memory, which is the past, which has happened, which the past, of course, is the human side of things, where it judges and it learns from. It's where our conditioning comes from, right? Those rules that we were afraid to break, and those things that we have been told are supposed to happen, all those expectations. Well, the Strength card is really the meeting of your higher self. Again, you have your infinite self with the infinity symbol here, like the Magician card just before it. And then you have the little lion here. And so the story of this, and what this is all about, is understanding the two sides of you that are living this human experience. The higher self always is aware of what's going on. But in the beginning, our human self comes down here, this character that we've chosen to experience, in our physical body, our physical personality, this life, and it's told to look outside of itself for what's going to make it feel whole and fill up its tummy and take away its thirst. And it goes and it's told, look into relationships, whether it's romantic or family or friends or work or with our fur babies, feather babies, whatever it might be. That's going to fulfill you and make you not hunger anymore. It's going to take away your thirst. Look at situations and circumstances like jobs, education, whatever circumstances you can get in, social status, whatever. Or things, your possessions, your bank account, even your physical body. It says, go eat and drink of those things. That's going to make you feel whole and complete, but it don't, right? If it even fills us up for a moment, it doesn't fill us up for long at all. And so the lion that's going out there and eating and drinking of all that stuff, it gets hangry. It's hungry, angry, and it's getting desperate because it doesn't feel that they're going to find any satisfaction in the outside things. And so it's roaring in the jungle. And our higher self, of course, here's our little self. Our lion is not aware of our higher self in the beginning. And so the higher self comes down to see what's going on. And it doesn't try to kill the lion and put it out of its misery. It doesn't cage it to protect people from it, or doesn't try to manipulate it or control it with a whip and a chair like they do in the circus, because our higher self knows that our lion, our human side, what it's hungering for is unconditional love. And it's very convenient that our higher self, our eternal self, is a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. And so it's very convenient that our higher self can love like it's loving the lion here, and it gives it what it has been searching for. And so it transforms from this hangry, roaring lion in the jungle to this purring little lion cub sitting in the lap of our higher self, feeling full and complete and not hungry anymore. It's thirst quenched and feeling the love it's been searching for all along. And now that the little lion is aware of our higher self, then it's not like Superman who flies down, rescues Lois Lane and then flies off, or rescues someone else and flies off. Now that the lion is aware of our higher self, they will walk together the remainder of the human experience here on the planet, hand in paw, together in a whole new, different way. And so that's what this whole week is about, is this spark, this understanding of the two places that you can view, the two ways you can view your human experience here, and actually the third way, right? Because you can look at life from a purely physical place, from a purely spiritual place, or embracing your shadow, your human, with your higher self, and walk hand in hand together. They actually had me start a new free video series on YouTube this year called You Times 2, and I'll also have that in the playlist link at the end of the video and also in the description box below. So if you want to check that out, I think that's right up the alley of what's happening here for you. We're also going to pull an angel answers card here, and if you had a different question that you were seeking for this week, or it could be additional information on this too, but this will just be whatever answer the angels would like you to know about this upcoming week, whether it has to do with this or if something we didn't talk about. Alrighty, so for our earth signs, which answer would you like to give them this week, please? What would you like them to know? All right, there's your card. I love the artistry on there too. Let go. Let go of the outcomes. Let go of the supposed tos, the need tos, the have tos, the expectations. Let go of the way you think everything has to unfold. Let go. I'm not going to sing the Let It Go from Disney movie, frozen, because I know that is not what you want to hear right now for many reasons. But I love this message for you. And if you are looking for additional messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each zodiac sign, new moon and full moon readings, and a variety of other videos. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and get notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click the subscribe button, that'll give you access to this notification bell. And when you go in there, just select the option for all, and then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out for this channel. Also, doing those things helps spread the love, because when you like a video, you share a video, you comment on a video, or you subscribe to a channel, doing any of those things makes the YouTube algorithm just so happy. It wants to share the videos of that channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I am grateful for that. Also, these are general readings. If you want even more specific information for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is also in the description box below. All right, Earth signs, as you go through this beautiful week and every second of every day of your life, please know that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon, but until then, you hang in there and you take care.